Alright, hey, HadesOmega here, and welcome to another episode of the HadesOmega Moto Solar Garage project, alright? And today I was working on the conduit, and we've got about like 90 or 80 or 90% of the conduit done, okay? But it rained, and so I'm stuck doing rainy day activities, which is what's happening right now, okay? So what's my rainy day activity? We're gonna go top balance my batteries, alright? They're right down here, okay? Yeah, I know I've been working in the garage and it's a big mess, so I think while the batteries are charging, we're gonna go clean the garage up. What's gonna happen? I don't think it's gonna take very long, but I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. So I learned how to top balance from one of Will Prowse's videos. Okay. I don't have a fancy pants, power supply from Amazon or anything. Like, I don't have any kind of power supply like that. You know what? I might have something like that, but I don't know. I don't normally use something like that. What we're going to use here is the good old Sky RC IMAX B6 AC. So if you guys want to learn how to top balance your lithium iron phosphate batteries with the good old B6 AC charger, make sure you have a genuine one. I know they make fake ones out there. I've used this charger to charge my LiPo batteries, but it can charge other kinds of batteries too. It can charge like lead acid batteries, nickel cadmium, nickel metal I don't remember the last time I seen a nickel cadmium battery. And LiPos, lithium polymers, and there is what they call a life function, okay? Lithium iron batteries, okay? That's what they call them, life. But also known as lithium iron phosphate, okay? LiFePO4, that's what I call it, LiFePO4. That's how I can remember how to spell it. I just say LiFePO4, okay? Life and then Po and then 4. All right? So lithium iron phosphate. And yeah, we're going to use this Sky RC IMAX B6 AC charger to do it. This is it's a little hobby charger used to charge like LiPo batteries and stuff. I found that it can charge up to a 6S battery, but it can't do an 8S, unfortunately. So yeah, I normally use it to charge like a 3S LiPos was what I do, but it can do more than that. That's what I say. It also can balance charge and stuff. See, there's like balance connectors, but we can't. Like I said, it only does up to 6S, so we can't use the balance function on this charger, unfortunately. It will actually balance all the cells and stuff and charge it up. Okay, and there is a charge profile for lithium iron phosphate batteries on here, and I will show you how to set it up. And then yeah, so I don't know of anybody doing like DIY lithium phosphate batteries for like solar applications that have used this charger to top balance their batteries. So if I break my battery with this, it's my fault, because nobody else has done it, not to my knowledge. Okay, so I'm probably the first one to do it on YouTube. So look forward to it. Okay, so we're going to be using this puppy, and it also has a built-in power supply. Okay, it has a built-in AC power supply, so you don't need a separate power supply. It's built into this little guy. It's a great little charger. This is probably one of the best classic LiPo charger. I don't know what they got on the market now, but this was like, the best all-around charger you could buy back in the days. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all we got going on today. In this episode is we're gonna be installing the studs on the battery, and then we're gonna set the battery up in parallel, and then we're gonna top balance it, okay, as a 1S battery, okay. Basically a huge 1S battery is what it's gonna be. All right. All right. So let's get started. Okay. The first thing I should do is probably clean up the area I'll be working in. So I have been threading pipe and doing all this crazy. I still have one more pipe to thread, so that's probably what I'm gonna do while the batteries are charging. Let's clean up this area here. This, if you watched my previous episode with the conduit stuff, this is the little diagram I made to draw for the conduits. Okay, this is a knife. This is a rag. That's a dirty piece of underwear. And you see, I'm dropping metal things onto my batteries. That's a no-go. you don't want to be doing any of that kind of stuff, Merlin. All right. This is one of the conduits. This is the last part of conduit. that we gotta run. The batteries, so they're a little dusty from stuff falling on it. Clean it up a bit. All right. So we're gonna take all these batteries out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. See, look at that. We're gonna take all these batteries out, and then we're gonna set them up next to each other, and then we're gonna put them in parallel. Okay. So let's go do it. And before that, I'm gonna get some compressed air and blow some of that dust off the battery. I do this on the ground because I don't have space on my table for this. I guess we're gonna use this piece of board. This is, if you guys remember, that's the piece of project board that we had left over that I cut off from the bigger project board. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna line up all our batteries. Let's do, I don't know, positive on top. I'm gonna put them in order. Okay. So we're gonna set them up in parallel. We want them to be just like this, okay? We want the positives on one side and the negatives on one side. If you were in series, it'd be the opposite. You'd go positive, negative, positive, negative, or yeah, it would be like positive, positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay, that's series, but we were going to put it in parallel. And it just barely fit on the board. Nice. I'll put them on the concrete. Okay, and then this is our mounting hardware. We're gonna go install this next. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna go install these 3mm set screws. Okay, these are gonna be our studs. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just gonna do it by hand first. Okay, the good thing about this is you can use an Allen wrench to tighten it. Okay. Some of them look like they don't tighten so well. So already, they look like they come in crooked. All right, anyway, here we go. Just gonna speed it up. Okay, there you go. I put on all terminals. I've kind of, what the heck, dude? Some of these terminals aren't on there freaking straight, man. They didn't like drill them right. Hold on, let's take a look. I'm telling you, just looking for the top. See this one? See this one here? It's kind of pointing that away. Okay. This one's kind of pointing that away. This one is straight up. This one is kind of pointing this way a little bit. This one's kind of pointing this way a little bit. This one is pointing that way. Yeah, dude. they're not all straight. What the heck, dude? What is going on here? See, this one is not straight. Okay, yeah, see that one's crooked. See, you can clearly tell it's crooked. It's pointing that way a little bit, you know. It's actually pointing towards the camera a little bit also. So yeah, so here's a side profile. Sorry, the camera doesn't zoom very well. But yeah, some of them are like not straight. You can tell. It's kind of hard to see in the camera, but like yeah, I'm telling you, some of these are not straight. Okay, so let's put some of the nuts on there just to make sure. Okay, we're just gonna kind of do a quick little test foot with these little serrated flanged nuts that we're going to be using. Just put like 2. Okay, and it goes on there nicely. I think it's a 10mm nut. Does it go on there flat? Probably not really. Okay, so that's how much extra exposed there is coming out. These are 25mm. If you ask me, I would probably get like a 20mm, slightly lower, smaller. I wanted just to make sure I had extra, you know. Yeah, it kind of bothers me that these terminals aren't straight. Okay, but I think they just, when they drilled the holes, drilled the threads into this, it wasn't straight when they tapped the threads. Okay, let's just do one more. These are M6 1.0 pitch nuts. So if that's the what you're gonna get. Also, I want to point out that you could install these backwards. So if you didn't want the set screw, the Allen head part showing, you could flip it around and just, you know, if you just want it just to be solid, then that's. But I use the Allen wrench to tighten it down. So these are on here pretty tight. Okay. I wouldn't yank on it too much, but there you go. So I put 2 of them in. All right. So now we're going to put it in parallel. Okay. So right here, I've got my bus bars. Take it out carefully. I don't want to drop them on there. All right, these are my bus bars. I don't think I have enough bus bars. We'll see. I only have 8, so. But we're gonna put them in parallel. So basically, like I mentioned, all the negatives are gonna be connected to each other, and then all the positives are gonna be connected to each other, and then you can just basically connect the charger to like any positive or negative, you know. Okay, so it's gonna be like this, all right? Positive. Okay, yeah. So here's where our problem is. We don't have enough bus bars to connect everything in parallel. So we need something to bridge the gaps between these ones here. Okay. So we're shy 4. What we're going to do is put this one here. Okay. We're going to put this one here. Okay. That terminal is like this. These 2 are like facing outward. Okay, so that's that. We gotta connect these. No. I think you gotta connect this. This needs to be connected. Oh, this one here is, they're like, maybe I should move the batteries around a little bit. Okay, and then this one goes here. And this one goes here, and then unfortunately we don't have enough to do the rest of them. Hold on. I have a solution for that. Okay, I was watching some other dude's video, and this is what he did. He took one of these copper ground wires, and then he connected everything together. Okay, so be careful not to touch the terminals, the positive and negatives together. But so I have to very carefully bend all of these till they fit, and I don't think we have enough either. So. Okay, so I think that'll work. No promises. So I still have to connect these 4, so I have to go find something to finish that. Okay, I guess I have to break out more of my copper wire, unfortunately. Okay, I got this 25 roll of 25 feet of ground wire. We're gonna use this as our bus bar. Basically, it's not a whole lot of voltage, you know, it's not a whole lot of power going through this, so I think it'll be fine. In there? Oh, because these are different sizes. Oh, great. That's no good. I use 2 different size. I used 2 different size copper wires. It's okay for these ones, but. Okay. Also, you want to make sure you're not wearing any kind of jewelry, no watches, nothing like that. Okay. You don't want to accidentally short circuit anything. Working with, well, I mean, it's only 3.2 volts. But. Okay, so I'm going to go get some kind of socket. Okay, I'm just going to tighten it with a socket, okay, without a wrench, okay? I don't want to over torque the terminals, okay? So just going to pretty much, as snug as I can make it with this socket should be okay for now, okay? Okay, I don't want to be using any kind of long tools around here because you don't want to shorter terminals together, okay? Just make sure everything is tight. Okay, so theoretically, the terminals, the batteries should self-balance right now if they're in parallel like this, okay? So basically what they're trying to do is like equalize each other's chart, but it won't do that. It won't do that until you top balance it for real, okay? Supposedly these are pretty well balanced already. The last time we checked the voltage on them, they were all roughly around 3.2 volts, okay? So we're gonna go check again. All right. So it shouldn't matter. We should be able to just put two terminals together and we should get about 3.2 volts, okay? Okay, 3.27. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna go get to the SkyMax IMAX B6AC setup. All right. All right, here's my go. Okay, so alternatively, we could connect the batteries. So here, so this is my little work area right here, okay? Zoom out a little bit. Okay, so that's what we're working with right there. Okay, alternatively, what we could do is check the voltage on each end, and it should be the same, okay? That's what I'm gonna say.